Today, we take a look at 10 tunes that Mark Hoppus from blink-182 has been featured on. Check it. The number of bands throughout the years that has went on record to say that Blink-182 has been a huge influence throughout their career is staggering. I'm hugely influenced by Blink. I even have a Blink tattoo. And I can 100% say that without Mark Hoppus from Blink-182, I wouldn't be doing anything that I'm doing today. He was the reason that I started playing bass guitar when I was 15 years old. Take Off Your Pants and Jacket was one of the first albums that I ever bought, and Blink-182 was the first pop-punk concert that I ever went to. Also, the Used and Taking Back Sunday played on that show, just in case you're wondering. But anyway, getting into today's video, we're going to take a look at 10 songs that Mark Hoppus guest vocaled on.
You can leave and beat the traffic, or you can stick around and beat your meat.
The female-fronted band Tonight Alive had the one and only Mark Hoppus sing on their tune Thank You and Goodnight from their 2011 album, What Are You Scared Of? Supplying not only second verse, but bridge and harmony vocals that tells a story that unfolds between a couple in the song.
Oxygen and oral sex to the stage, please.
Not only singing, but producing. Motion City Soundtrack's entire Commit This to Memory album, Hoppus jumps in on them Vox tracks for the deep cut tune Hangman. You can check him out in like the interlude / bridge section of the song, where he has this cool telephone distortion effect on his voice.
If you guys are anything like me, you like to dress up in your mother's underwear and walk around the house trying to seduce your father.
For this next one, it's kind of strange. Teaming up with Richard Gibbs, the composer, whose composition and music producer credits include films like Dr. Dolittle, Big Mama's House, and Queen of the Damned, as well as TV shows like Battlestar Galactica and The Simpsons. The two teamed up together for the mid-2000s cheerleading movie Fired Up. If you've seen the movie, like I have, the main hook riff of the song is splattered throughout the entire movie without any vocals, while Mark Hoppus does provide lyrics and vocals to the song on the actual soundtrack and at the end of the movie. So watch it and listen.
I tried to start our own nudist colony one time in our bus, and it's pretty much just me hanging out naked.
No pads, no helmets, just balls. Was released way back in 2002, when things were a whole lot simpler. And the single I Do Anything was probably one of the first non-Blink songs that myself or any of you guys have ever heard with Mark Hoppus on it. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about Simple Plan here. I actually got into the band Simple Plan because I heard this song and because Mark was on it. If you've ever watched the music video, you can also spot him out during his vocal part in the bridge section of the song.
Santa Claus is gonna come to your house and shit under all your trees.
What a hell of a reunion for this deep cut tune. Tom DeLonge and Travis Barker, 2/3 of Blink-182, started the band Boxcar Razor as a side project after their small brief hiatus / break from Blink-182. The band's self-titled album wrote grittier, more emotional, sentimental punk rock tunes that had a huge meaning behind them. It's still one of my favorite albums to date. In the song Elevator, Mark Hoppus has this awesome dueling vocal part where him and Tom go back and forth in the verses. The tune itself takes the perspective of the World Trade Center 9/11 jumpers. Tom taking the part of the person jumping from the World Trade Center, and Mark taking the perspective of the spectator. It's a really sad, somber song, but it's really awesome.
More importantly, how many of you girlfriends have girlfriends?
On some more punk rock and somber sadness stuff with Mark in it is 2004's tune Empire by MxPx. While punk rock and religion have always walked this fine line among each other, and a lot of bands have made it part of their career, going on record saying that they're Christian hardcore, Christian punk, or they have a huge influence by religion in general. Well, enters the 2004 movie Passion of the Christ. Right on the height of punk rock's second wave, the early 2000s, you know, the good days, were a handful of bands that contributed to the Passion of the Christ soundtrack, including Christian punk rockers MxPx. While lead singer Mike Herrera sang throughout the first verse of the very emotional, empowering song, Mark Hoppus took the helm on the second verse and supplied some of the backing vocals and harmonies. Fun fact side note, Mark Hoppus actually 1 year later helped produce MxPx's 2005 album Panic and sang backing supporting vocals on the tune/single Wrecking Hotel Rooms. It's one of my favorite songs by the band. Check it out.
Fuck you, Tom. We fucking hate you. You're gonna burn in hell and die a horrible fiery death because we think you're a stupid piece of shit.
Not only did Mark Hoppus, but get ready for this list. The likes of Ryan Key from Yellowcard, Mike Herrera of MxPx, Chris DeMakes of Less Than Jake, Chris Cabrera of Dashboard Confessional, Chris Conley of Saves the Day, Matt Pryor of The Get Up Kids, Brianna Collins of Tiger Jaw, Garrett Dale of Red City Radio, and David Wood of Down to Nothing. All sang special guest vocal parts on the tune Ready and Willing Part 2, that's Part 4, Part 2, of a Newfound Glory's 2015 album Resurrection. You can find the first version of the song on the band's record as well without any guest vocals, but this one's truly epic, and I highly suggest that you check it out.
Please, I saw your boobs and my wiener ran away.
Neck Deep has not only one, but 3 versions of this song, with 2 acoustic versions and one full band version of the song, where the album version just features the band. The next version of the song, which has a music video tied to it, which features Chris Cabrera of Dashboard Confessional. Now that first music video ties into the second version, third version of the song, the full band version of the song, which features Mark Hoppus. Like I said, it's a full band, faster pop-punk version of the tune, and all 3 versions are completely awesome, and you should check them all out.
I wish now I would have taken bass lessons.
On top of blink-182, Hoppus must have been super damn busy in 2015. Not only with the Neck Deep and the Newfound Glory tune, but he also found time to do All Time Low's Tidal Waves, which was off of their 2015 album Future Hearts. Again, featured in the second verse and providing backing harmonies, which seems to be kind of like his shtick. He does exactly that in this tune.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker.
Last but very must not least on this list is Owl City's Dementia. From his album you can guess it's 2012. It's not 2015, it's 2012. Off of Owl City's 2012 album, The Midsummer Station. The tune has all the classic Owl City synthy quirks and vibes, but provides this new element of pop punk, with Mark Hoppus in the song. He's killing it on the second verse, backing harmonies, and a chorus in this song, and it's probably one of my favorite songs featuring him. I think I ruined this song for all my friends for a while because I listened to it so damn much. But it's definitely one of my all-time favorite songs until he sings on my album one day. Come on, Mark. Sing on my songs. This is an open invitation. Hey guys, did you like the list? Drop your favorite tune below that features one of your favorite pop-punk musician people in a song that's not their own and not their own bands. But above all else, stay pop-punk. Later.